My intention is to really demystify that African cuisine is hard to come by, that it's hard to cook. I want to empower you all to make it in your own kitchens. I want to empower you to make your pantry a global one. Hi, I'm Hawa Hassan, founder and CEO of Best Foods, also new cookbook author of In Bibi's Kitchen, which is a book based on the 8 African countries that hug the Indian Ocean. Today, I'm gonna be making Suqaar, which is a Somali beef stew. So here are our ingredients: 1 yellow onion, cilantro, 2 carrots, pepper, all of the Indian Ocean flavors. So let's get started. So I got my beef from our local butcher here in Brooklyn. It came a little bit chunkier than I had intended on. The recipe actually translates to small one in Arabic. Suqaar means small one. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut it into smaller chunks so that way it cooks faster and it's easier to bite into. So Suqaar is a dish made in almost every single Somali home. The lime juice is really a star in it. The cumin is a star in it. The turmeric, which gives it its bright color at the end, we'll see that. And the cilantro are big parts of our cuisine. In a little bit, my home will be smelling like my mother's kitchen. With COVID and everything, people have been asking, would you rather lose your sense of smell or taste? And I just keep going back to first of all, I don't want to lose either, but if I had to, I would give up my sense of taste because smell invokes so much for me. And it's almost kind of the way I taste things. It's also how I remember certain things. And so I would rather keep my sense of smell. I'll go ahead and get our Dutch oven hot. I'll put it on high heat first just to warm up our olive oil. Also, I'm using a Dutch oven because it's heavy and the base of it allows for my food to cook evenly so nothing scorches. I'm gonna go ahead and throw our little ones in there. I'm also gonna add our onions and then a heaping pinch of salt. So that's just 1 yellow onion. Don't be shy with the salt. You don't wanna cook it too high. You don't want your meat to dry out. This will brown in about 10 minutes. So while I wait for this to brown in spots and to have our onions soften a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up our carrots. The carrots also really add to the color and the flavor of this dish. Because of the turmeric, you'll see that it'll be almost yellow and green and orange. The carrots really help with transporting you also to the Indian Ocean. Don't forget to occasionally stir your beef and your onions. They're really coming together nicely. The onions look super soft and the beef is starting to brown. So that's a good sign. So my carrots have begun to soften. I've thrown in our bell pepper. I'm now going to go ahead and cover it until both are tender. And then I'll finish the dish off with squeezing a full lime. So as we've seen, this dish only has a few ingredients in it, the main characters being the cumin and the turmeric. My whole house right now smells so much like cumin. Cumin is a part of the parsley family. It is a central ingredient in African cooking. And so the reason why this cookbook, the reason why I'm having these conversations about cuisines from the continent is to really demystify that our food is hard to make or that our pantries are difficult to come by. If you're familiar with the Indian Ocean and the spices of it, there isn't any single thing that you cannot recreate at home, and my intention is to help you learn those things. Our dish is done, and I'm gonna tie the whole dish together by squeezing our lime. Yum! Look how bright it is. That's from the help of the turmeric. So, the moment of truth has arrived. I, unfortunately, am not going to be able to eat this today. I'm going to, however, freeze this dish for about a week. I'm fasting, and so I'm not eating right now. I'm juicing. Honestly, in my house right now, it smells like my mother's kitchen. A lot of what is taking me back home is the smell of the cumin, coupled with the turmeric. It has this innate ability to really bring dishes together in a way that is transportive supporting, and so it's the star in this dish, but there's also a ton of bright flavors like the cilantro, the carrots, the bell peppers that really tie everything together for us, and our little star here, our lime. I think in a week or so I'll be really happy to break my fast and have this. If you're interested in more flavors such as this dish, Suqaar, buy in Bibi's Kitchen. You will not be disappointed.